I miss your face too. Even though I see you on Sundays and Wednesdays, I still miss your face. Face to face.
Face to face. There we go.
Face to face. Amen. Hi, Dee.
Hi,
Hi, David.
Dorcel, what's been going on in your world? Update us.
Probably the same thing going on in your world without the children.
Well, I've been painting. I've painted the whole downstairs. I've been putting together a basketball goal. I fixed a toilet. I fixed a sink in the bathroom. Same?
No.
Okay.
I'm not painting. I'm in the yard at 5:30 in the morning. I've moved deck furniture from the garage to the deck. Enjoying sun, yard work.
I got you. That's my next task, to get this yard together.
I started out cleaning baseboards, and that got old, so I quit.
Yeah. I get it. I was like,
June moon or something like that. I'll text it to you, and it's a long extender, and it's like specially designed to grip on and clean your baseboards while you stand there and just run it aside. So anybody else who's interested,
Yeah.
I'm waiting on it to come. It's already shipped, and it was $20. So we're gonna see if it's worth it. But it hooks onto your baseboards, and it's got a little cleaning cloth, and you put it on there and you run it along your baseboard.
That'll work. Maybe I can go into business cleaning baseboards.
All right, I'll help you out. Or either give me
send me the link for that.
for telling you.
Entrepreneur, yep.
Send me the link to that, D.
Okay, I got you.
Babe, they didn't hear from you. What you been doing?
What have I been doing? Managing my teachers' anxiety. I told Danielle I've been we still have Monday meetings because I want them to still feel like we're connected and that they know what's going on. And so the first week we were out, I had them to call all their students and report back. And then the next time I had the assistants call. And so now I told them I want them to try a Zoom so that their children can see them. And y'all, it's just so crazy. I know that this is different, but it's just crazy to see how much anxiety this brings. And they were just so nervous. And so we've got the first Zoom calls. I've got each of my teachers scheduled for a different time, and I'm going to get on with them. But they were just like, what are we going to do? What are we going to say? And I'm like, say, hey, you just see their faces. And they're like, but what if they start talking? I said, well, I doubt if the 4-year-olds are going to operate the computer by themselves. So you can just tell their parents, everybody hit mute. I said, I promise y'all it's going to be okay. So there's a lot of stress coming my teachers' way between now and Friday because they've got a Zoom with their students.
They gotta learn new classroom management skills.
Is Joy on? Did Joy call in? Is she on?
Yeah.
She's on.
Okay.
She's on.
She won't let us see her.
She's still waking up and getting together there.
She said she had a meeting at noon and she's got another meeting tonight, but she wants to talk to the both of you.
Yeah, we're gonna let her make some comments.
Good. Good.
Yeah. Jazz Dijon, what's going on, girl?
I'm enjoying these good beats behind me. So nothing much, just in trying to enjoy this time off, since I wanted some time off and now I'm being forced to take some time off. So that's pretty much just it, trying to make the best of this lockdown that we got going on.
Word. I was gonna say,
huh?
Your hair is cute. I did wash mine and condition angle. We ain't got there yet. But we're gonna.
I always tip the girl that does my hair, but after having to twist my own hair, I was like, I feel compelled to give even more.
I've been offering for real because
a little extra this next time.
Yes,
it hurts your arm.
That's an interesting conversation, Mike. How you been hanging on in the beard gang, man? You muted. Unmute.
Hey, you muted. And that's all. I try to wash it like every other day, keep it combed, keep it looking flush. Because sometimes it get a little rough. You know, I need to go to the barber, but you know, they close my barber down.
They shut it down.
I think I heard one mention that he needed to have his beard conditioned in hot towels. And I was like, the whole thing.
It's good. It feels good.
I'll cut it.
I need a haircut.
Right.
You need a haircut. I need a haircut.
Dye their grades because they get old on sitting at home.
Yeah.
All the celebrities are going gray. I was like, I'm gonna go and see how much the amount will come in.
I need a haircut, y'all. I need a haircut so bad. Daniel cut his beard off, y'all. He trying to make it grow faster.
But Daniel, where you at? Because you barely had a beard before. Let me see what you.
He cut it off. He really don't have none now.
Right. He cut his beard. He didn't have no beard.
He got a little peach fuzz underneath there. He cut it off to make it grow back thicker and faster.
Jay, you said you gonna cut Michael's.
Yes.
In his sleep.
No.
I'm just gonna fade it a little bit.
Hey, D.
Is that Mama D? That is Mama D.
That's some clippers right here.
No, that's my dog.
Hey.
Audio is on.
Put your audio on. Did she just have a birthday?
Oh my goodness. D.
It was her heart.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what's going on with D.
It might be her audio.
Oh, there she is. Okay.
Okay. Hey, Mama D.
Hey.
Hi.
Hi, how are you guys doing?
Wonderful.
Hey.
Good. Hey, Pam. Hey.
It's like a Brady Bunch.
Oh, hey, Porters. Hi.
Hi, D.
How y'all doing?
Everybody?
That's good.
Good. Sorry I'm so late. I was trying to figure all this out.
No, you're good.
We're gonna be back here at 7 again. Yeah. I might play some Earth, Wind, and Fire for y'all.
Oh, we got a DJ. We got a DJ.
We got a DJ.
Yeah.
Hey,
if you play Earth, Wind, and Fire, I will provide the refreshments.
Okay.
If you play Earth, Wind, and Fire,
your emails of what? What you got?
Yeah. If you play Earth, Wind, and Fire, what, Mama D? You gonna dance?
She got froze on that.
I will dance.
Okay.
All right.
TikTok to Earth, Wind, and Fire. I'm with it.
Yours said a little early communion.
I refuse. Listen, not opposed
I got
to
my communion.
I can't do the TikTok though.
You say you don't do TikTok, Jazz?
I can't. I'm refusing to download the. I barely know how to use the rest of my social media.
I made like 30 of them with the girls. We've been
Ashley is giving you a tutorial right now. Look at Ashley.
I see the little elbows
All you gotta do is tell them
No, did y'all see the dancing granny on TikTok? I think her name might be some granny on TikTok. And I mean,
there's a lot of old people on there.
Well, we're gonna call her mature, seasoned, blessed in the Lord something, but her name on TikTok is something granny. And I mean, I was like, whose granny is this?
She's trying to show me how to young people how you do it. Tell me y'all ain't doing nothing new.
I mean,
I was like,
I've been trying to get Dad to won't play with me.
I watch.
That's where I'm at.
You gotta play the Detroit music for Daniel.
Exactly. Now you might have
exactly.
Exactly.
My physical therapy office is closed. I'm gonna just sit on the sideline.
I love it. Daniel got me to do a TikTok with him, y'all. It's hilarious. If you haven't seen it on Instagram, it's too funny. Y'all know I cannot dance.
Well, I'm gonna get on there and watch.
I did do a TikTok.
Dave, you gonna get on TikTok? So you gonna watch the clock TikTok?
I'm about to head back to work. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Love you too.
Bye.
Get back on at 7 for the party, the dance party.
All right, I'll do that.
Joy, you still there? I know she said she had a meeting.
Yes, I am.
Hey, you want to share with us what's just some updates about what's going on? There's Joy.
So, yes. So, as you all know, everything is, ever evolving with what's going on with COVID-19 and how we're handling things. I was talking to Dorcel this morning in regards to the school budget because I know $100 million being cut is a lot. And what I shared with her is we have absolutely nothing left to cut within the city before we start cutting into fire and police. We are bare bones before the tornado and COVID came. So the property tax increase that's coming is probably going to be substantial. We can't fix the past, but it's the best way for us to try and get on track now and fix things moving forward. And as we embark on discussing the budget, those conversations are going to start probably in the next couple of weeks. If you guys have any questions about anything that you hear, please feel free to ask me, and I will try and get your questions answered as best as possible. But we're in a really unique time, not just with COVID, but just for the city and how things are going. But I think this is as low as we can go. I think that's the silver lining. It's only up from here. And enjoy this time, even though none of us planned on it. I work from home, so nothing has changed. But enjoy the time with family and the opportunity to be able to, FaceTime with people during the day that you might not get the chance to. This is a really God-given opportunity for those of us, you're staying inside and making sure you're following the rules. I cannot stress enough. Good job, Deanne, keeping everybody in the house. This is where we're failing. I had to call the cops on 70 people on Sunday, having a makeshift car show in a parking lot, up in each other's faces, hugging, hanging out. That's not going to help us flatten the curve. So stay in your houses, stay safe, keep loving on friends and family. And hey there, Reggie.
Hey.
All these faces keep flashing. So I'm getting ready to go back to work. So I've got a deadline, and we have council for the first time tonight. We're doing it electronically. So we'll go back to a regular format when we figure out how we can go back to life as normal. Even when we do release this stay at home, it's going to look different than it ever has. Mm-hmm. So prepare for that. We want to avoid the spike. And the best way to do that is we're not just going to lift the gates and say, everybody just go back to hanging out again. If you do see, say it again.
I was going to say, I had two questions for you.
Yes.
One, I know that Metro's meeting tomorrow to discuss whether or not we're returning. Are you all going to be in those meetings as well, or is it just MMPA?
That I can be present, like on the call, but I'm not involved in that conversation because that'll be a school board conversation. Just to be totally frank, the idea of us going only until the 24th, I think, is a very loose idea. You should plan on being in your house until May. And to be frank, don't anticipate really life making a shift, a really hard shift, until summer. We don't have we just don't have a handle on this. We're just getting tests. We're just figuring out how we're setting up additional hospitals. Of course, you've heard, Music City Center, they're creating the makeshift hospital there. When I tell you we don't have enough equipment, we are in the same place as everybody else. We don't have enough for medical staff. We're just now making sure that everyone else has it. Fire, police, they've got some. But with us not being able to have a handle on things, we can't give definitive dates. Much like we can't say we're going to have a solution, a vaccine. That's going to take a while too. So distance is going to be the name of the game for a while.
Okay. And my second question, I saw somewhere posted today that the governor did not plan on extending the social distancing past April 15th. Was that just something he said loosely, or is he getting ready to free everybody to be in the streets as of Sunday.
As we know, I am not a political person.
Yes.
So
say it as kind as you can.
Let me just say this. Don't hold on to a thing you hear out of him.
That says it all. That laugh says it all.
Stay in your house.
So he's not a bad man. He's not a bad man. He's an affable fellow. But he is not amazingly informed.
Okay.
And as you can see, he drags his feet. And he will announce something early. And I will say, you know, as a city, we made a call to do safer at home before Governor Lee made his call.
Right.
And he was dragging his feet and saying he wasn't going to do it and he didn't want to step on people's personal liberties. So if he makes a declaration, it will be a conversation that we have as to whether or not it will affect Davidson County.
Okay.
And so if we have to try and ride those two lines of where does he try and supersede us and where does he say, because previously he said municipalities can do their own thing. They can, you know, I'm not saying that this will trump what someone else has said. Him thinking that we're going to go back on the 15th is not rational. So
they're lofty, like
just Trump in your mind's eye.
Together by Easter.
Well, listen. Thank you.
I was on a phone call with Fauci last week. They had a whole call for like local and state officials. I love Fauci. I want him to run for office. He was like, everybody, just stay in your houses. Tell everyone in your cities, stay inside. It's the only way we can mitigate this. Don't know what else I can possibly say. So just stay safe.
Joy, let me say thank you for updating everybody. Like, you know, and if you get information we need to really be privy to, we can do it in forums like this. You know, while it's just social engagement, we do need to be informed. You know,
well, hello, sir. Yes.
Right. What's up, RJ? What's up, RJ? Red.
Have a good one.
Bye. Love you.
Joy. Thank you.
Love you too.
Jasmine Mooney, we see you on.
Juice man, where's your chicken wing?
He was holding on to that bone too.
Right. Is it good, buddy? Where's Shay at, Reg?
Let me try to figure out how to work this thing again.
Okay.
I just lost. Okay, what you say now?
I said, where's Shay at?
She taking a nap.
Ooh, come on, nap in the midday.
Come on now. I'm gonna go back.
I don't know how to work this stuff, and I'm really trying to cut the volume back up. I put my earphones in, and now I can't hear.
Okay, well, we got you.
We can hear you.
We're talking so we can hear. Hey, Kristen, she just woke up from her nap, her long
nap.
Yeah, we be watching movies last night. I'm the only one up right now.
There go Jasmine Mooney. Hey.
Hey, Gabby.
Hi, Gabby.
Hey.
What's up, BJ?
Hey,
BJ.
What's up?
Hey, BJ.
Hey, folks, on the show.
Girls, y'all say hey. Look at RJ. What is going on with this thingamabob here? What in the hemoglobin haberdashing is happening here?
Hey, girls.
Hey.
Also, while everybody's cleaning up, if you happen to come across a bookshelf or a bookcase, we're in, Shotty swing our way. Let us know. Because we are trying to get Tattoos Nursery together. So
what you call it?
Tattoo. It's the number 3 in Swahili. We just don't want him to be called Trey. So
Tattoo, come on.
G-A-T-U. There's that.
Come on. That's cool. That's cool.
And I have a request. If everyone would please submit to me your beverage and food request for the party tonight. I'll do my best to meet your needs.
Shade. The shade.
They're still taking drinks
in the mail.
Oh, the shade.
Mail mine.
Say what?
I said I want mine. I want you to mail mine. Don't play and hold it up. I want to actually
the box.
Okay.
I type mine in.
Thank you very much.
Right.
Hey.
Looking a sick.
Yeah.
Hey, that was real good.
Let me take away his typing abilities, please.
That came up, and I thought we was being.
I thought we was being. Somebody was hitting in on a
If I say let your request be known.
Huh?
Yeah, well, that's gonna be my communion drink.
Can communion be be read?
Yeah.
Pray for the saints.
There's Camille. There's Pastor.
Hey, BJ, what you been up to, man? What's been going on?
Working. Before I came on, I was on a Zoom call with my students, and I had a Zoom call with my coworker, and I'm telling her she doing the most. I'm like, relax. That's it. Just trying to maintain and stay up.
That's what's up, man. RJ, Reg, what y'all been up to, man? I've been seeing you getting your 100 push-ups in.
Man, I'm at like 400 a night, man.
Let's go.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Trying to come out looking like Hercules after this.
Well, I'm kind of used to being quarantined as far as I just know what to do, and I've been in my word, and
yeah,
that's what I do when I can't do nothing. That's what I do.
Let's go. Push-ups and word. I ain't mad.
Hey, gotta stay active.
Y'all, as y'all see, RJ get down there with me, man.
Let's get it. I saw y'all doing y'all push-ups.
Mm-hmm.
Jasmine, Mooney, what you and Gabby been up to? Give us an update.
Nothing. We haven't been up to anything. We're good.
Good. I'm gonna go up here and wake my wife up.
Uh-oh.
Oh my God.
Don't do it. Come to the 7:00 party, Reggie.
Save yourself. Please don't. Please don't.
Get her nap.
I'm giving her this.
Reggie.
We're trying to help you. We're trying to help you. Don't do it.
I'm trying to help you.
Yeah, all right.
Let her sleep. Let her sleep. Let her
She's
sleep.
trying to stay married. Listen
to the married man.
Don't do it.
What about?
Don't do it.
Stop
it.
it.
Into the marriage ministry agenda. Now waking your spouse up during the fellowship Zoom.
You so wrong. You so wrong.
Wrong.
She can come
You're gonna be right at the altar when we get back to church.
Say what? To that point.
You're gonna be right back at the altar when we get back to the church. You'll be laid out.
Fancy by then. Now you in trouble.
You better do 15 more push-ups for that. That's
yeah, we've been doing push-ups.
Get the purple cloth ready.
We get them ready.
He's in trouble.
It's time to get up anyway.
I got a question. And we got some seasoned saints. Why do y'all say that? Like it's too late to be sleeping, or it's time to get up. Like what? I don't have nothing to do. Why is it bothering you if I sleep past 9 o'clock?
What?
Amen.
Like at my grandma's house, you can't sleep past a certain time because it's 11 o'clock. Like
because it's too late to be sleeping. The whole day, half the day gone. Half the day gone at that point.
Okay. But Ashley, were you sleeping until 11 before you got pregnant?
Yeah, like if I'm on spring break, like if I'm home from college and I'm on spring break or something like that. Like, if I don't have anything to do, I don't understand why that's bothersome.
So you like the night shift.
I say go ahead and get your sleep in now, because
Come on.
I mean, after
You'll never
tattoo
sleep
comes in,
ever again.
You won't sleep ever again, ever in life.
We try to sleep late. It's 7 o'clock.
I used to be a heavy sleeper. I used to sleep like over earthquakes when I was in Los Angeles. I slept through tornadoes and everything, but now it's like, since I have kids, all I hear is a little padding of the foot against the floor. And I'm awake like, what's going on? What can I do?
I can hear them sneeze in my deep sleep.
Uh-oh. I
got a question for the
comes
saint.
every day.
Who's in charge of the nap ministry?
Amazon is faithful to my house. Pray, church.
Who's in charge of the nap ministry? Because I'm about to take a nap after this.
I think I'm going to go back to sleep.
Well, we're going to eat a nap and go back to sleep.
Hey, anybody been watching interesting shows, like any series that you've been watching?
Tiger King.
I saw it and I just stopped watching it.
Tiger King was a mess.
It was
Cheryl fed her husband to that tiger.
Cheryl killed her
at home.
This I'm certain of.
Which because we got to like 3 and then Dad was like, "Okay, babe, that's enough of this." So I was like 5. Like,
It gets worse. Yeah. It keeps getting worse, but you're so intrigued that it's like,
Yeah.
Everybody's crazy. Like,
the level of dysfunction, the ante is up each episode.
Every episode.
I think that's beyond dysfunctional. That's not even it don't even have a name to this type of adventure that's going on.
Have y'all seen Ozark? I just started this. It is.
I
really
haven't started it.
I'm gonna start
We'll start that today.
That's what I'm on right now. I started last night, and D went to bed.
You about 3 seasons behind.
That's somewhere else. So I've been watching Ozark. It's really good.
I've been watching Different World.
What's that?
Little Fires.
Yeah, Little Fires.
Which one?
Uncorked. It's a movie. It's not a series, but it's definitely worth a watch.
Uncorked.
Mm-hmm.
Another one is Always a Bridesmaid. So if
that's good.
Just good. It's a good, clean, romantic Black movie.
It's a good
You
one.
don't have to worry about them saying too much or doing too much. So my mom loves watching Hallmark and Lifetime, so I told her to watch that one.
Okay, the Clark sisters this Saturday. There's going to be on the Lifetime station. Is it Lifetime? Yeah. There's going to be a movie about the Clark sisters, the gospel singers.
I saw the commercial.
Did anybody watch Self-Made?
Yeah,
I did.
Trey Walker, we watched that. And Fall Girls is a cute little show too. It's it's like not the Black characters that you see in all the movies. It was it was like you said, Teresa, it's a clean little fun, interesting little thing.
Good documentary.
Jasmine, that's my show. My 600-Pound Life and Dr. Pimple Popper.
Wait. Have y'all seen the 1,000-Pound Sisters?
What?
Yeah.
No. I saw Family by the Ton.
Y'all, 1,000-Pound Sisters.
Where's Cameron?
It should not be funny, but it's funny.
Have y'all seen Containment? It's like a quarantine.
Yes.
I don't even want to watch it. I just can't look at it.
Y'all,
One step away.
It was amazing.
Oh God.
That's how I like the story right now. No, I'm okay.
Hey, Tamron.
Hey, Tamron.
Tamron.
I can't see right now. Look like
She looks like a troll.
What big time?
Where's the baby?
Yeah.
There and he is at work.
He working.
Hi, y'all.
Hey, what you been up to? What y'all been going? What's going on with that?
I'm not killing
No, can't kill nobody now. Can't do that. Can't do that.
That's a series we're going to stay away from.
No, we've been fine. you know,
Good.
to find something to get into besides selling drugs and stripping, you know.
Yeah, let's you still got a social distance, so how you really gonna do that anyway?
Just pray for me. Just pray for me.
Mike said, how do you do that and stay socially distanced?
I haven't got that far yet. So
They just stay 6 feet away from the stage. That's all.
Exactly.
I got your back, Tamara.
Dance in a bubble.
Gotta make sure y'all.
Ashley, don't look like that.
All the stuff that's old school is available. You gotta check it out.
School days.
All night school days.
Right, and if y'all really want to go back, watch Breaking 1 and 2, and then what's the first Beat Street?
Oh yeah, good.
Hey, some of these Beat Street, Breaking, these some of the old
Oh yeah.
Last Dragon.
I've seen those.
Come on, I think you got your black card back.
What's that?
I've seen Beat Street and Breaking and all that. I've seen those. I saw those when I was little when they came out, actually.
I want to remind
I watched Moonlight too. That was really good. For the first time.
Was really good.
I
was
tried
better than what I
watched
expected.
that movie and I was sick. It was.
What was that?
No, you don't want to see Moonlight. That was.
No, you don't want to see Moonlight.
Yours got bad. Yours got bad.
Hello.
Hey, I don't do a whole. Who's this?
Oh,
That's Gabby saying hello.
Hi, Gabby.
It's too late, isn't it, to do the census, Jasmine? Wasn't that April 1st?
Yeah, the deadline was last week.
Yeah.
Oh no, you can still do it because they'll start sending a whole bunch of mail and stuff to your house. And if we weren't under lockdown, they'd send people to your house. I'll put the link in the chat for you
That's
to
the
complete it.
importance of completing the
something
census.
You could be arrested if you don't complete it and they find out. So
Let me go complete this. I can't go to jail. I ain't got time.
I'll put the link in the box for you guys. So the reason why it's important is you want to be counted. So when federal dollars are being sent out for schools and neighborhoods and healthcare and greater access to things, they do it based off demographics. And that's really important as priorities for us to be counted so that we can get services that are needed within our communities or needed specifically. So when we talk about schools or how schools are underfunded in our areas or predominantly Black or minority areas that lack access to certain things, like that's where that federal money comes into. So it's really important that you complete it. If you lost your envelope, you don't have your house code number, it doesn't matter. You can just click I don't have my code and it'll allow you to put your address in and then you can go through and complete the census.
Okay. Appreciate that.
thank you. And Tariba put the link in our chat. So if you haven't done it.
Poor RJ.
He's falling out or is he shouting?
Both. RJ loves the Lord. And he heard her.
He heard something. He heard something, so he had to give it to him.
He was having one of his little moments. I had to straighten him out.
Straighten about already. Straighten about, okay?
Already getting
You're talking about you, buddy.
Oh, what's going on?
He practiced his shout from
RJ already getting the tap tap.
They're talking to you. Say what?
Tap, buddy. Did you daddy tap you?
You see that guy right there?
Oh, Lord.
He's looking back like,
I don't know if I'm going to say it or not, but
Yeah, they said that.
I mean, you ain't going to give me issue.
Wait a minute.
They talking to you, buddy.
Yeah.
He said, I know.
I know, but I can't say nothing.
Right.
I'm just going to look down.
It's a trick question.
That's funny.
Well, man, listen, it is good to see everybody. I'm so glad y'all jumped on. If y'all can, jump on again at 7. We'll probably have some more people who are available. I know there are a few people that are working, so they won't be able to get on until 7. But we want to do so just in case you guys are available, then kind of see some folks. We want to just engage socially, have a good time. I miss y'all faces. Y'all know I miss hugging y'all. So here's my virtual hug on our Coronication. We've got Steve Hamilton. He's going to jump on later. He's going to be our DJ. So we'll have some music. We'll do some dance.
Oh, snap.
Just hang out, man, and love on each other from the comfort of our own abodes.
Because we're obedient that way. We following the social distance.
Come on, let's follow the rules. Let's follow.
Joy is gonna call the police on you if you
Yes,
not
she will.
the police.
Mr. Pastor, I hope you know. This would be a good idea for you to stay. Baby, we already stay home. Thank you. Thank you very much. Okay, Joy. Thank you, Joy.
Look at Texas she
Okay,
called.
well, I'm gonna push the information back out via text blast for us to get back on at 7. I also dropped it in the group meet, but if you didn't see it, I'll push it back out as well.
Okay. Thanks. Anybody else want to share anything? Listen, pray for those who are dealing with sickness, are dealing with COVID. Folks that are very close to us are dealing with it. I'll share my daughter Kiera. Her mom has contracted it, and her grandmom on that side and step granddad has contracted it. Detroit is a hot zone right now, and so it's very, very touch and go. So keep them in prayer. But we know God to be a healer, and He can bring everybody through this. And so look at the bright side, look at what He's doing, and just honor and praise Him through it all. Through it all. I love y'all.
Love you too.
Thank you.
All right, so we'll jump on back at 7. Hopefully we see your faces again.
Okay.
Okay, bye.
See you later. Bye.